I'm a chartered surveyor. Look at these soft hands, white, pink. I've got a plan. I've given it up. I've left my flat in London, my job, my expense account, my suit. Come here to deepest Wales to live something completely different. No cars, no noise, no people, no pollution, no traffic. I'm just out there, totally and utterly alone. My life here in North Wales is running like a tight ship now. All seems well on my small holding. The animals are happy and productive. I'm getting plenty of work with the local farmers, helping to supplement my meagre income. I really like it. The one thing that could make it much better would be to escape for the night. Perhaps I'll make a bid for the hills later on. But first, I've got a really busy day ahead of me. It's a pretty wet, miserable day, and I thought I'd use it as a good opportunity to do some stuff indoors. I've got some driftwood, which I found on the beach, and I've got a mirror. So what I'm going to do is to make a driftwood mirror using this, probably not all of it, a little bit of it, cut it up, and I'm going to use this room. Now this room's called the studio, which is very appropriate because I'm going to be very creative in here now. Well, this is the studio. I think I better leave that. Don't want to fall on my glass. This is a great room. I haven't really explored it at all, but big windows, lots of light. Time, I think, to get on with my mirror. This is where the imagination starts. So I've got those two bits there. I think they'd be good as the uprights. And then that round bit, let's have a look. Looks right. And then this is the idea, very vaguely, go on the wall, comme ça. Not quite like that, there'll hopefully be some screws in it, and there'll be a mirror behind it. There. Okay, just trust me. I have friends who have received their wedding presents. They may be sick to death, but this is my standard wedding present, once complete. But that's the idea. Right, I think these are the bits of wood I want to use. I need to mark up this piece of mirror as to how big. Now this is the acid test. Have I done it right? This is where the whole thing splinters or doesn't. So I think it's advisable to put a flat, strong edge across there. Make sure it's hanging over the edge of the table. Now, if this was, do you want us to read? If this was a program where you had to do really flat edges and keep everything absolutely precise, I'd be in all sorts of trouble now. But luckily, this is a driftwood contraption. I'm going to now use the word contraption, made by me. You wait, the end result will be to everyone's satisfaction. Got to cut a groove to inlay the mirror on the wood. What I'm doing now is I'm scoring out the wood. I've carved a rough line. I'm scoring it out, creating an inlay for where the mirror lies on the piece of wood. Look at that, snug. Hello, Goatee. Hello, lady. Shh. I'm busy creating. Stay out of here. The wood's quite soft, so it's easier just to screw directly into it. And the basic, there it is. Dun, 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 dun. Doesn't matter. This edge doesn't matter. God, I haven't used one of these for yonks. drilled one hole through the uprights, and I now need to screw down and hopefully connect the crosswood. These are not technical terms, I must remind you, they're not technical, they're just my words for it. Slightly worried that I haven't found the right length of screw. Bit too bad. Improvisation. I hope that's a good noise. Da! Right, hey presto, finished. How much do you reckon someone might spend on this? Bit of rustic charm from North Wales. Just on my way to see Joe, because he rang me earlier on and he said, could I give him a hand? And that tends to be the thing around here, is that everyone does work for each other. They just help each other out. It's a very neighbourly kind of thing. Hi there, I'm Rob.
Hello, Harry.
Hello, Harry. Good to meet you. And who's the wee one?
Simon.
Simon.
Caught the family, have you?
I have. Who,
Well done.
who are these two again? God, you've got
Oh,
some.
yes, the kids are the kids. This gentleman here, anyway, is my father-in-law,
Right.
Harry Day.
Okay.
Wow. He hasn't worked yet, so I'm very polite before he gets to work.
I'm ready for it. Smells like hay, always. It looks like hay, it feels like hay, but is it not dry
quite,
enough?
Not quite dry enough. Not quite dry enough.
What's your big defining, the
It's-
big difference between this and silage?
This is it. Look at the difference in colour.
Right.
That there
is
more or less dry hay. Just
Okay.
about. Another few hours of sunshine and that would be dry hay. In amongst it you've got this, which is
Right.
dark green. It's still grassy, isn't it?
I can see the colour, yeah, and it
Still
also
grassy.
It feels
That's
pretty
the
wet
difference. Because
Okay.
this now is, as soon as it goes in a bag, will cook. And that's what silage is, it's cooked grass. There's gussets on them. So one bag, I've got gussets. So when you're pulling the bag, you take one, that's the one bag. You need one of them. Bless you, good start. You need one of them to get as much air as you can out. Zoom it round. I'll show you in a minute.
So. Yeah, like a big freezer bag. That if I'm going to put something in the freezer, you suck the air out. So when you've got a nice bit of old rabbit or something,
Yeah, that's it.
and then tie it. So
Yeah.
you want as airtight. So it's the same principle in freezing meat, fish, anything. You want to get the air out.
That's
then
it.
it preserves it better and it cooks it. Are we doing the right thing, do you think? I mean, it looks like straightforward. You just shove it in the bag. It's out of control. It's like disaster. I hope Joe doesn't see there's a bit of a hole. Oh yeah, the old bag, where's it gone?
Just take your time, okay?
Slow down on these now.
Slow down.
I can survive. There is a technique, I haven't quite got it right. You've got to straddle, you've got to really straddle and heave it on. There's a lot more skill than it looks. Okay, I've got to do the outside one, haven't I? I thought I was getting my leg over, not my arm round. Hear the squeak and feel the sweat. Oh, sorry, Harry. Am I trying too hard? Have I got the wrong technique, or is this just soft hands? Give me the truth. Give me the truth.
Bit of both. So instead of catching it there, try using the other fold.
Try the other fold there, so I can
When
really...
that starts to bleed, you're in trouble.
You're in trouble, I've lost all my fingers. Great. So Joe suggested that I've worn out those joints and wear out the other joints. And at that stage, I'm put out to grass because I'm an old yow and I'm not worth anything. The novelty's worn off. Flat bag's a flat bag, full of grass, full stop.
Joe, I asked all your guys, did they, what did they want to do? Did they want to be farmers? And they all said yes. Would you encourage them to do that?
So my father discouraged me from farming. Yeah, don't become a farmer.
Okay.
Yeah, no, go carry on with your studies, which was very sound advice. But you've got to go where your heart is. My heart was to come home, and that's where luckily I am. I dare say they'll have to go out and do something, but I'm leaving it all in their hands.
I fancy taking a hike up a small, wild stream, not knowing where it's going to go to. I think I'm probably going to catch little brown trout in these streams, so I'm going to try and tie a little black peacock. I did have this idea that in the evenings I'd be able to tie flies. There'll be long, dark evenings, and I love tying flies. I always have done it ever since I was a wee kid, and I caught my first little brown trout. And I opened up the mouth of the trout, and I could see insects inside the mouth. And I pulled out one of the insects, and I thought, hang on, I could tie an insect like that. And that's how it started. Wind that round the main body, wrap the copper wire around the hurl. Now I think it just breaks out, and also if they just see a little reflection, a little glint of copper wire, that's all it takes. You just want to attract the attention. The whole thing is, it's just to get an idea of what the insect looks like. You wrap it around and he turns punk. Looking good. That's enough. Looks like a fat beetle now, already, I reckon. There we are. One little peacock. This is the head of the trout here, and it's sitting, and then the fly arrives just above it and drops in. Legs akimbo, glistening little peacock-held body. Yes. I'm pleased with that. Danny boy, you ready for this? We're going for the big exploration. We're going for the ultimate escape up into the hills. I've looked at a map, and hopefully I'm going to find a little house, an old sheep crofting house, way up in the tops, beyond the forestry, miles from anywhere, on my own, probably apart from the midges. And Danny is going to take me up there. Got bed linen, got a few saucepans, a bit of horse feed for Danny. And we're gonna just basically have a famous 2 adventure. Right, all secure, girth tight. We are off on our adventure. Come on, boy. It's gonna be quite rough. I'm not sure how much sleep I'm gonna get. But hell. Getting away from it completely. Good boy. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Hey, this is it. I saw it on the map. I asked permission of the owner, so I'm not a trespasser, but this looks like some old holiday house. The best news is there's somewhere to put the horse, put Danny boy. There's a lovely sheepfold. I'm gonna have to get off a slightly more modern way. That's not pony club fashion. All right, Danny. This is great. This is a real adventure. Took a bit longer than I thought. It's getting dark now. Good boy. Look at this. But the main thing is to get the horse happy, established. I've got to check whether it's secure at the other end. Then I've got to light a fire. I've got some wood in the back. And just enjoy. Got away from the animals. They'll be fine. They won't miss me from one night. Got water from the stream, just heating them up. I'm going to have some coffee. And I'm going to fry these onions so they're lightly browned on this fire. And then I'm going to add some baked beans. I've got a hunk of bread. I haven't got any homebrew, but so what? I'm intoxicated by just being here. The outline of the old house next to me. No midges, all the midges are gone. Or they're fried up in the fire. This is great, this is really exciting. I love this. This is big adventure. This is the ultimate escape. Fried onions, as I've never had them before. Overall, this whole experiment of making the most of it, or having a go, or having a hit at trying to exist in the countryside with Danny Boy and the other animals has been, yeah, it's been fun. It's work. My fires are light, the sun's out, the stream is still there. Got my rod up, and I'm just going to tie on a little fly, I think. Got some worms as well, just in case the flies don't work, but it'd be more fun to try and catch a little trout with a fly. And then cook it up on my fire, and have my one egg. Look, I've managed not to break Bronwyn's egg on my horse ride up here last night in the half dark. So I'm looking forward to an egg, maybe a trout at the same time. Danny Boy, how was your night? Good boy, here's a little grass. Morning. Coffee? Do you want a little coffee to go with it? It's just as hungry in the morning. Yeah, he looks all right. He looks happy, content. Probably had a little more sleep than I did. Anyway, time's getting on. I want to get fishing, Danny. I can't play grass tussle with you. Anyway, I won't be long. I'll just be down the stream now. You can't have any coffee. This is not caffeine free. This thing just has it. Right? No? You had the biggest gob I've ever seen. Right, see you later, Danny. If I can catch a few little trout to cook and eat and appreciate on my campfire, that's good. This little stream is totally unknown to me. I have no idea if there are any trout in it. And if there is, it's only going to be brown trout that I'm going to find here. But I've been fishing up this little bit and I've had some rises, which means great news. There are little trout. But hell, if there's no fish, it's a beautiful day, it's a great landscape. I've got an apple, I've got a chocolate bar. I could always go to sleep. I could have a nice snooze, maybe. Soft moss. Nothing to lose. There's a nice looking pool just there. There's a juicy looking pool there. I have no idea how deep it is. If it's not deep, it won't be very good, but I don't know until I get there. And the first thing I want to get into that pool is my little fly. So I'm going to have to stalk it, keep moving, and get the fly in the head of that pool quick as possible without me falling in. On the first cast. Once you've had a few casts, there's either nothing in the pool or they're just not out to feed. Oh, quick, it's a big one.
in the head of the pool, and he's come down the pool. There he is. Woo! It was hard work. I've got water all down my wellies because he came straight out of that pool, the top pool, and just came straight into this little pool, right underneath my legs. There's lots of these little trout. I've had lots of little rises. First one I've actually managed to hook and land. There's so many fish in here. I don't think there's any harm in taking out the odd little one in order to just have a little taste of trout. Let's go and climb the waterfall. Oh! Oh! Well, I didn't expect that one. Because I was behind the wall, I was creeping up behind the wall, saw the pool. I thought, the less I move, so I flicked the fly in around the back of the wall. The next minute, I had this fish on the wrong side of the wall. It's just a little one. Hello, Danny boy. Look, fresh trout, delish. Do you want some? No? No, not enough for you. You eat enough grass as it is. Look at that. Here we go. Danny, I shall eat with you this time. You don't like it? Do you like it? Look at all that flesh. Brown trout, fresh. Melting. You don't need to eat it, it just melts. I can't keep eating all day because at the back of my mind, I've got to get back. Excuse me. Excuse me. I've got to go back to my small holding and the animals and feed them, look after them. They'll be missing me. But I think it's damn good now and again to be able to devolve all responsibility and just get away.